And we move on to our final part of the live broadcast, EA Sports MMA, along with Dickerman. I'm Brian Fritz. We've got the finals of the best-of-5 series coming up. It's tied at 1 apiece between Riksta and Toyooka. But before we get to that, Dickerman, how about a nice little fight between two guys that have really been a huge part of the community here? Stikstyle taking on Ruppdat.
Yeah, it should be a great fight between these two guys. Like you said, they've been an integral part of the community here at EA Sports and MMA, and a great way to kick off our final broadcast.
Ruppdat.
Take a look at these two guys. We've got a brawler taking on a kickboxer. Good health for both guys, and you can see pretty even numbers across the board, pretty well-rounded fighters.
Absolutely. You know, these guys are both very masterful in the game. Red belt master for stikstyle. I believe Ruppdat is right around that same level. Maybe a black belt master at this point. I don't have that directly in front of me. 489 all-time wins for Ruppdat, though. But both these guys, they know the game inside and out. Like we talked about, they've been huge as far as the production of our community and putting things together there.
Corner, from the United States, the Silence.
Ruppdat ready to make his 5th appearance here on the live broadcast.
Been a great friend to the game.
Here is Stikstyle. He is ready for his 9th appearance on the live broadcast.
That's insane. Stikstyle, we're 4,000 fights now. If you can believe that. That's crazy.
And somehow, he's only 3-5 so far in his first 8 appearances on the live broadcast.
Fight!
Here we go, Stikstyle taking on Ruppdat. All the people we want to thank for all their fine work in the community. Guys like King Satan has done some great stuff. All the fine people over at MiddleEasy.com as well. Done some great stuff, helping us out.
Yeah, good people there. Of course, all the great people did the fantastic work on this game that we got to enjoy so much. You know, you and I get to commentate this game, but man, we're big fans. Big shot there by Rupp. Big flying knee. We're big fans of this game. This is a game, as gamers and MMA fans, this is a game we always wanted.
Yes.
We have it here. They did a fantastic job here, EA, putting together the entire crew here. So I think I can speak for all those out there that play this game religiously and thanking the EA guys for doing such a fantastic job of putting this together. It's been a dream for you and I to work on this.
Yeah.
Not only part of the game, but the broadcast, just the whole everything.
It's been an awesome opportunity for us to get this experience and be part of the game. The little part that we are, get to be here on the live broadcast, and just appreciate all the people behind the scenes, like you said, with EA for allowing us to have this opportunity and getting to work with all the great people here between Preston and Nick, T-Rex, John, Dan, Marco, everybody. I mean, It's been an incredible experience.
Absolutely. Been a great time. The game's amazing. These guys in the community have done a great job of really
big shot again by Rupp,
building up this game and building up the community. Really tight-knit group they got going there. Stick going to the body. These guys more than happy to come out and just exchange immediately. They're friends. Sometimes friends get to fight.
Absolutely.
Best when you fight online.
And by the way, we still have all the archives of all the different broadcasts over the past year. EASportsMMA.com. We have all of them up there, and on your console, we still have about the last 6 months worth or so. It's still available online, but like I said, even the ones prior to that are still on the website.
I'll recommend the Faces of Fritz for anybody that hasn't seen that.
I like the many haircuts of Dickerman.
I did have a lot of haircuts. When I saw that video, I was shocked.
The Christmas special.
Good one.
You refused to wear your hat. And one of the great things that happened behind the scenes is when you threw your hat, it landed perfectly on, I think it was the chair that we had by the side.
Ruppdat's hurt.
Stikstyle going in for the finish here. Some big knees, Japanese rules in effect here.
Looking like Mark Kerr down there with those knees to the skull.
See Rupp standing back a little bit, then fires away with a couple of shots. Lands a nice little uppercut. Both guys have been very aggressive here.
If you're a fan of the game and haven't joined the forums yet, please, by all means, they got a great setup over there, EASportsMMA.com. Hang out. If you go there tonight, we still got Preston in there. He's chatting. He's still got stuff to give out.
Yeah, we still got a couple prizes to give away. We still have a Strikeforce clothing pack and a copy of Mixed Martial Arts for Dummies, autographed by Frank Shamrock.
Very nice prizes there. Courtesy of our friends over at Strikeforce. Big part of launching EA Sports MMA. This is about a year ago. This live broadcast. This is one of those things. You see revolutions and changes in games. This is nobody's ever done this before.
Absolutely.
EA really put it out there on the line, attempting to do something that's never been done before.
So when you see this in the future on other games, you know that this was the first one to ever do it. These people over here at MMA, at EA, they were first ones to ever try it. First ones to ever pull it off. And when you think back to how this all started when it came to live broadcasts on games, this is where it all started.
It's also where Nick Lang and Preston probably got a few extra gray hairs over the months.
Well, T-Rex doesn't even have any hair now because of this.
T-Rex's hair all fell out. It just all fell out trying to set things up at times. Stikstyle in the white. You got Ruppdat in the green.
Remember Japanese rules. I mean, to get a 10-minute first round.
Could see some kicks. We already saw some knees on the ground. Could see some kicks. Could see some stomps. Depends on where the fight goes.
Good shot there by Stikstyle.
Both guys very busy.
Stick going to the body here a little bit more.
Back to the center of the ring they go.
It's almost like, let me loosen up my thumbs here for a second, and we'll go back at it.
Nothing worse than getting a cramp in the middle of gameplay.
Absolutely. See that Rupp was trying to go for, I think, a spinning kick there, and he got caught right in the middle of it. It's one of the things, you want to land a big shot, you want to take a chance, you open yourself up.
Stikstyle been busy playing. 3,078 wins of all time. Puts him over 4,000 games that he's played. That's a lot of games.
And as talented as a fighter he is, it just goes to show how many other great fighters are out there, because here on the live broadcast, he's had 8 fights, but he's only 3-5.
Yeah. Stick is ranked number 30.
He's one of the all-time greats of playing the game. And it just goes how many skilled fighters we had be a part of the live broadcast.
It also shows you, too, anything can happen in a fight, man.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you just get clipped. You can be winning. You can be doing really well. And just like in a real fight, you get hit, you get caught in a submission, it's all over. Just over 4 minutes left to go here in this round.
Nice little shot there by Stick with that left hand. Ruppdat immediately firing back.
Close matchup between these two guys right here. Hey, don't forget, too, this weekend through Monday, 10 times XP, 10 times the experience points. So play and play and play some more. Increase your belt ranking. Go back to 4-time experience points after that, but, man, 10 times. Get some work in.
Take advantage of it while you can.
Absolutely.
See Rupp missing with that spinning back kick. He's been trying to land that here. We can see Rupp, a little bit of a smaller guy, but he lands the bigger shot right there. He's going in for the finish. Big right hands, but Stikstyle able to survive.
Pushes him into half guard. Ruppdat immediately stands back up.
I was about to say, Stick, he's got a little bit of the reach advantage here, and he was taking advantage of that, but, Ruppdat, he's not going to back down.
Nice high kick there by Rupp.
That's what he's been targeting, is those high kicks. You see Stick coming back with a little combination. Going to work on the body, tries to get that clinch. Ooh, there's a roundhouse kick that lands for Rupp. More good body work by Stikstyle.
That body work plays dividends later in the fight, that's for sure.
It's like Rupp will take a couple shots, and then he'll just walk up, stand right in front of Stikstyle, and throw some shots.
Back to that high kick for Ruppdat. Nice shot.
Stick with the overhand left.
Stick looking for that Muay Thai clinch. Rupp pushes him off. Still to come, we will have the continuation of the best of 5 series.
Riksta and Toyooka tied at 1 apiece. We just saw Riksta won the first fight by split decision. Toyooka came back with a TKO win in the second fight.
This is our super fight of the night between Stikstyle and Ruppdat. Good back and forth action.
Stick showing that cut on the left side of his face, but he's landed more shots here.
Oh, yeah. Stick, a very active fighter. But we saw it in earlier fights. You never know what's going to happen with the judges, so you always want to finish it if at all possible.
Big shot there lands for Rupp. Soccer
kick right to the head.
Huge right hands. He's trying to finish this fight off, but Stikstyle's got to hold on. He'll survive a little longer.
The desperation to pull him that half guard. Pull your opponent in close. Close that distance so he can't get the torque on those punches.
Ruppdat has gotten 2 knockdowns so far here in this opening round.
Stick seemed to be busier, but Ruppdat's hit the bigger shots.
Absolutely. He's been going for bigger shots, too. He's taking a lot more punishment. Lands a big flying knee there.
Well timed by Ruppdat. Just under a minute to go here.
Another high kick lands for Rupp. Stick comes back with a combination. Final 20 seconds coming up here. This opening round.
Back and forth they go this entire opening round. It's really hard to say which way this one's leading.
Great first round of action here between Stikstyle and Ruppdat.
Really back and forth. Like we said, Fritz, it's hard to say who won that one.
Well, you saw Ruppdat right there with that big kick with the knockdown. He went down a few minutes later with a good combination and a nice knee that landed by Stikstyle. But later on in the round, you saw Ruppdat come back, scored another knockdown. Looked like he was going to finish Stikstyle, but he was able to hang on, and you can see the punishment done to his face right there. Ruppdat, he's got a cut under his right eye. It's been cleaned up a bit.
Fight!
Here we go in the second round, 5-minute round. Japanese rules in effect.
See if somebody can get a finish here. You saw him going earlier, going hard. Ruppdat a couple different times, tried to finish Stick.
Stikstyle's coming out throwing here. See Rupp trying to get that clinch. Stick pushes him right off. Good body work there by
Stick.
Big right kick. Can he finish him off? But he's not going to be able to. He's going to go to the knees to the body, but Ruppdat immediately grabbed him in a clinch. And now Stikstyle's going to try to rain down some shots.
Big shots from above here. Dangerous position here for Ruppdat. Stick gets a few shots in there. It's going to be trouble. Ruppdat doing everything he can to try to get out. He's trying to push off. He's trying to spin out and grab an ankle. Stick defending, though.
Big shot right there, and that's it. Stikstyle has knocked out Ruppdat.
You knew it had to go one way if Rupp couldn't get out of those big, high trajectory punches from above for Stikstyle. Ruppdat's head didn't have anywhere to go, and he finishes him off.
Big right hand right there and finishes him. He got Ruppdat in trouble early on in this round, got him down there and finished him off with that big right hand.
Good win there. Good win there by Stikstyle. Ruppdat, that was a great fight. Back and forth action between both guys. But like we talked about, man, he got that one shot. And he was able to finish the fight. Got a strong position and took him out.
Look at the final statistics following that fight, and you can see Stikstyle land 135 strikes. He lands 34 more than Rupp. Rupp did land some more power punches in that opening round, knocked down Stikstyle a couple of times, had him in trouble, but in the end, Stikstyle was able to land more shots than in that second round. Came back, firing, got him down on the ground, landed that big right hand, knocked him out cold.
Nice win there by Stikstyle, taking out Ruppdat, getting the victory there. A battle of two of the biggest names here on the EA MMA Sports forums, EA Sports MMA forums. So those guys have been great to us. Great little fight they had right there. Now we're going to move on to our finals. You're going to see Riksta taking on Toyooka. These guys are tied up at one apiece right now.
Yeah, we continue on with the best-of-5 series to find out the best of the best. Like you said, tied up at one apiece. They move on to this next fight taking place in the middleweight division. Riksta and Toyooka. Riksta took the first fight by split decision. Toyooka got a TKO win in their second fight. What happens here in the third?
That is going to be the question, of course. Both these guys, once again, very similar stats across the board. You got, very high health, a little lower in the submission, everything else pretty high across the board. So it's going to lead to who's the better player in the game here. That's going to be the big question. They're tied up at one apiece right now. Who's going to take the lead? Riksta, Toyooka. Our finals continue coming up next.
And both guys have extremely high health. They're able to take a lot of punishment. It takes a lot to finish a guy.
Absolutely. We saw it. Those guys take a beating and keep
In
going.
the blue corner, from the United States,
Here comes Toyooka.
Confidence has to be high coming off that TKO win.
In the red corner, from Australia, Ruppdat. Ow!
There is Riksta. They're tied at 1 apiece. It's anybody's game at this point.
Very competitive fights between these two so far. This comes the crucial third fight in this best-of-5 series.
Fight. Over 6,000 fights between the two of them. That's incredible to think about.
Riksta has been the busier fighter, but Toyooka seems to have landed bigger power shots, seems to get more active as the round goes on. Very close loss in that first fight between the two, but like you said, came back, got the TKO victory in their second fight in the heavyweight division, this in middleweight, and now with Japanese rules, maybe that changes it up a little bit because of what you can do on the ground.
Absolutely. It's almost power versus speed here with Toyooka having the power, Riksta having that speed and those frequent punches. Riksta, black and gray. Toyooka, red and black. Yeah, kicks legal on the ground, stomps legal on the ground, knees legal on the ground.
After those first two fights, these guys know each other really well. They kind of know their strengths and weaknesses a little bit better, maybe know their patterns a little bit more. I think it makes it even more tougher to try to get out a win because you kind of know what to expect, and you're trying to just figure out a way around that so you can get the victory.
Talked about Toyooka being ranked number 2 on the leaderboards all time. Whoa, big shot
right
there.
He stuns Riksta, trying to fire up with some more shots, see if he can knock him down here.
Riksta just takes it. Riksta's like, all right, it's cool. I got a beard. I'll take that.
That's what you can do when you've got the high health that he has.
Yeah, and those are some big shots Toyooka fired in there, and Riksta just kind of stood there and took it. Don't want to do that too many times, though. Scramble your eggs in your head.
See Riksta going for the double underhook, but immediately gets pushed off by Toyooka. Good left hand. He sets it up with that nice jab and usually fouls up with a hook, and that hook is the power shot.
Toyooka, a red belt master, a black belt master for Riksta. These guys victorious in the tournament to get themselves here to the finals tonight. Going to be crowned in the rise to greatness as the best of the best at EA Sports MMA. As we have the final broadcast here, the 1-year anniversary.
Here's that spinning back fist, that combination we've seen.
He loves it. It's a front kick to the body with a spinning back fist. Did it up against the cage, now he's doing it up against the ropes.
Good work here by Toyooka. You can see the stamina pretty low there for a minute for Riksta.
Toyooka's just chasing him down. He's stalking him at this point.
He's been very busy, and he's really been dominating here in this fight so far.
Riksta trying to get something going and coming back.
I think he's got to find his groove again. He was off there for a minute, and Toyooka able to take advantage, land some shots. His stamina very low again for Riksta.
Toyooka coming in. Had some interesting experiences here on the live broadcast over the past year. Visits from the likes of Frank Trigger we saw earlier tonight. Josh Barnett joined us, who's a madman.
Stephen crazy stories.
Yeah, Stephen Quadros was here, which was great to have him. Legendary broadcaster.
Anytime you can talk to the professor, the stories he has and the amount of wisdom that he can share on a broadcast when it comes to fights, it's incredible.
Kicked in the body there by Riksta.
If only Bob Sapp could have come in studio.
They talked about it. Nick Lang
had
mentioned something about that. I would love to see Bob Sapp in person just because he is such a mammoth of a man. I mean, that is a big, just a giant man. I'd love to meet him. That would be cool.
Big shot
big
there,
shot.
connects for Toyooka. Riksta able to withstand it once again and shoots it for the takedown.
Looking for that desperation takedown. Riksta going for the sit-out. Can't get it. Toyooka blocks. Riksta again looking for the sit-out. Once again, Toyooka blocks.
All the stamina's done.
That's it.
For Riksta, and he gets finished by Toyooka.
Hey, that knee was a little late there, Toyooka.
Look at Toyooka, able to land that big shot, gets him down, and a TKO victory gives him a 2-1 lead in this best-of-5 series. See these shots wore down his stamina, got him down, just lands a big, heavy right hands, finished them off.
Yeah, Rick's just shooting for that takedown. Ended up being his undoing as Toyooka stuffed the takedown with a sprawl. He was able to hold him there, hit those shots, and that was it for Riksta. Toyooka getting the victory there over Riksta. That puts him up 2-1 here in this tournament. Riksta still has a chance to come back, though, because the next match is coming up next. We're talking best 3 out of 5. Toyooka wins the next match. He wins the deal. Riksta wants to tie this thing up.
Look at the numbers for this fight. A more aggressive Toyooka. Both guys landed the same amount of shots. Toyooka, though, landed a lot more power shots, especially when it came to kicks. He only connected with 5 kicks, but it seemed like every one that he got was a big power shot. Got Riksta down on the ground with some power shots and able to finish him off with heavy right hands.
Absolutely. Toyooka looked great here. You know, it was a good back-and-forth matchup, but Toyooka hit the shots he needed to, and he really took advantage. When Riksta made a mistake, he was able to finish him off with those punches from the top.
So now 1 win away, Toyooka from being crowned the best of the best. Meanwhile, for Riksta, he needs 2 wins in a row if he wants to win that crown. Next fight coming up in the light heavyweight division. Can Toyooka wrap it up, or can Riksta survive in this series?
Take a look at the numbers again, kind of like what you saw before, Fritz. They're a mirror image of the different weight classes. These guys have really set their fighters up very nicely. They look the same. They have the same type of stats every time they go out. So once again, we're going to see a similar matchup. Now it's all about the players and their game plan and what Riksta can get going here against Toyooka and make sure he doesn't make the same mistake he made in the last fight.
And Toyooka has to be feeling very confident because that first fight was very close between them. He didn't get the decision, but he's won the last 2 fights by TKO, and he's riding high right now.
In the blue corner, from Australia, Ruppdat.
It's do or die for Riksta here. He needs to tie this up. Toyooka up 2-1. He needs his victory desperately to take it to the 5th. Here comes Toyooka, looking very confident. 2 big wins over Riksta. Some people might argue 3. They might say that first one was his decision. The judges gave it to Riksta. Take a look at those numbers again. You know, disregard. These guys are both master belts.
Fight. Here we go. Fight number 4 of this best of 5 series. Toyooka going for the wrap up this series.
Toyooka in the red gloves, Riksta in the blue.
Riksta is trying to survive here. Can he tie it up at 2-2?
Japanese rules continue. 10-minute first round.
And Toyooka, like I said, he has to be feeling good after the last 2 wins, 2 TKO wins. He's kind of found his groove now. And you almost wonder, has he figured out Riksta? Riksta, though, being a little bit more aggressive early on, throwing a lot of shots.
Absolutely. Riksta coming in very aggressive. He knows he needs this win. Riksta's got to find something to pull out of his tool bag. You can expect Toyooka once again to use that front kick and also the spinning back fist up against the ropes if he gets that opportunity.
For Riksta, though, you wonder, what does he try to do differently, if anything, to make sure they can even up the series?
You know, Riksta in that last fight, he just kind of made an error as far as his stamina goes, because he got knocked down by Toyooka, and he said, okay, I'm going to go for a desperation takedown. But since he got stuffed, Toyooka ended up with that top position and was able just to fire some big shots.
Shot right there by Riksta. He's got Toyooka down on the ground. He's eating some big shots. He's going to survive here, but a lot of punishment being dished out early on by Riksta.
I guarantee you Riksta was pretty excited sitting at home right now, flicking away at that stick going, come on, baby, come on, I need the win.
You can see he's been a little bit more aggressive here, where he's not going to let off. Trying to wear him down here with some shots on the ground, trying to pass. Can he get the side control, but Toyooka keeps him in half guard.
Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. Riksta wants to win this fight so badly. Tie things up 2-2 right now. Toyooka up 2-1. This is a best-of-5 series matchup. This is matchup number 4.
Some we haven't seen from these guys. A lot of groundwork here.
That's true.
And a little sweep there by Toyooka as he goes to the top. And now he's trying to move to side control, and he gets it here.
Riksta himself, he's got 583 submissions all-time. Toyooka,
they stand it back up. Riksta immediately gets up on his feet.
253 for him, so Riksta got a bit more submission experience. Whether he'll use it tonight, that's another question.
Riksta has been a lot more aggressive so far in this fight.
He knows he needs this win, that's for sure.
Some clinch work being done there by Toyooka. Going to work on the body there. Riksta pushes him up against the ropes here.
Toyooka look for him to hit that spinning back fist on the break here if he can. This is his spot. Use that front kick, spinning back fist, his favorite combo. Pushed up against the ropes here.
Couple nice shots there by Riksta.
Toyooka's got double underhooks. He could go for a takedown.
I thought he was going to do that just a minute ago, but instead he pushed Riksta up against the ropes. He's content to keep him kind of plugged up here and laying some knees to the body. Meanwhile, Riksta's laying some shots to the head.
Fans looking on intently. It's our fourth matchup of 5. Toyooka up leading right now. Riksta needs this win. Surprised the referee hasn't broken him off this position yet.
But both guys are staying very active. I think that's why he hasn't. It's not like they're just staying there and laying on each other. They're both throwing a lot of shots.
Indeed they are.
And there's Riksta, pushes off.
Swims out, back to the center of the ring.
And goes to work again. I think what you're going to see from Riksta here, too, is instead of maybe throwing as many power shots, trying to just throw a lot more shots when it comes to jabs, set it up, stay busy, maybe then try to connect with the power shot, but just stay on the offensive as much as possible. Although you see Toyooka firing back with a couple of shots of his own.
Toyooka, a big, powerful man. We know he's got those power shots for sure. I don't see quite the same power from Riksta. A lot of speed, a lot of combos from Riksta. It's not those big money shots. Back to the body goes Riksta.
I'm almost surprised to see Riksta go for some of the risks of like the spinning back kicks, where obviously it pays big dividends if you land it, but you know, being down 2-1, do you want to risk going for a big move where you leave yourself open?
That's true. Although you could be looking for the victory. Could be looking for that quick, finish, so you can move to the final fight, have it tied up. Japanese rules here in Japan. Sports changed quite a bit in Japan in the last number of years. Went from being one of the biggest things in the world to being much more of a hardcore audience there, as the Japanese culture's kind of moved on to different things.
Another nice combination there for Riksta. He's got a big reach advantage here, and he's been able to take advantage of that so far.
Nice kick to the body there by Riksta.
He's just stayed very, very busy, and Toyooka has been doing a lot of ducking and diving so far.
Halfway through the first round here. 10-minute first round, 5-minute second round. Pretty much all on their feet here.
Another couple nice shots lands for Riksta. Not taking any huge risks, not going for any big power shots here, just landing some good, clean, effective shots. Toyooka now firing back with some punches of his own. He's got Riksta in trouble. Big right hand. He's dishing out some huge shots. Riksta pulls guard, though, and able to hang on.
Toyooka looking to finish there. Riksta able to survive this time, though.
Ooh.
Oh, nice up kick there by Riksta.
It's like Toyooka finally said, I'm going to pick up the action.
Something woke him up. Back to their feet they go.
Riksta still staying very busy here. Toyooka firing back with some shots now.
It's a back and forth battle between these two guys. Riksta definitely been the busier fighter in this matchup.
He's doing some good work to the body here. Goes to the body, then goes upstairs. Just changing levels. Another nice combination there by Riksta.
Back and forth action between these two guys. This is the finals. We are in match number 4. the best of 5, the winner of this match, whether it be Riksta or Toyooka, going to be crowned the best of the best this Rise to Greatness tournament. These guys have looked great.
Big shot there by Riksta lands. Toyooka stunned standing up here. Riksta just trying to land a big power shot, but not able to connect. There's a big power shot. Toyooka's down. Big right hand.
Riksta looking to pass. Toyooka keeps him in that half guard. Back to full guard for Toyooka.
Big right hands connecting there for Riksta, even though he gets turned over. Now he's on his back.
Toyooka gets that sweep. He immediately goes to pass and full mount for Toyooka.
Bad position here for Riksta. Can he get out of it?
This is the worst case scenario position right now for Riksta.
Big shot lands here for Toyooka to finish this fight. This fight is over. Toyooka has finished him. He wins the best of 5 series, and he is crowned the best of the best here at EA MMA.
Big victory there by Toyooka. Once again, just a bad set of circumstances there for Riksta. He had that top position. He got turned. Toyooka passed right to mount and finished him immediately.
That's why I talked about the stamina. Don't overextend yourself in that position. His stamina got too low. Toyooka took advantage, hit those power shots, and finished him off.
Winner by knockout,
There is your winner. The Rise to Greatness champion is Toyooka. We will have the 5th and final matchup, but at this point, it's going to be all about pride for Riksta trying to take the victory over Toyooka.
It's got to be tough for Riksta. He's had some tremendous fights, but he's lost the last 3 in a row by TKO. You look at the numbers here. Toyooka actually lands 8 more strikes, but Riksta was in control of this fight early on. Looked like he was going to be able to come back. Had Toyooka in trouble a couple of times, but Toyooka was able to survive. He hung in there, found a spot, took advantage of it, scored the TKO, and he wins the best of 5 series.
It's all about having that dominant position at the right time. Toyooka did it once again, and he gets that victory. He wins the tournament. We will have our 5th and final matchup, Toyooka versus Riksta. It's all about pride at this point for Riksta. And joining us now in studio, very special guest, one Preston.
Hey.
Hello, Preston. Preston, you never actually come in the studio with us before. This is pretty cool.
Nah, I figured it's the last night. Let's get on in here. Let's do this.
Yeah,
Why not, man?
Preston has worked tirelessly, hours upon hours on these broadcasts here, and this is our final matchup of the live broadcast.
I have got many a gray hairs, and I have lost many a gray hairs.
Yeah, your wife's not real happy about that. I'm not going to lie. It's true. Whoa. Getting the gray hairs. Not that,
It happened.
It's a natural part of life, but the advance of the gray hairs due to work, she wasn't super happy about.
I want to know where my big fancy microphone poofy thing is that you guys have.
Well, we are broadcasting professionals.
from the United States,
By the way, if you look at mic covers, Dickerman just has a little small fake one. I've got the real big professional mic cover.
That is impressive. I want to touch it.
From Australia, Ruppdat.
Here comes Riksta. Mine, I purchased a Radio Shack for $3. Fritz stole his from somebody else at the radio station.
How dare you say that about me?
It's true.
I would never do such a thing like that.
Those things are expensive.
It beats the old pantyhose and a clothes hanger.
Yes, it very much does.
It works, though. Pantyhose and a clothes hanger will work anytime in a pinch.
While we get ready for this fight here, I did want to personally thank you, Preston, for everything that you have done for us, for everybody here with the live broadcast, all the work that you've done. We talked about that before, but the work that you've done, working with the community, helping put together the fights and the video packages and everything, and being able to work with guys like you and Nick and Marco and Travis Hill and Dan, John, everybody. It's just been an absolute pleasure for Dickerman and myself.
Listen, you guys sure know how to make a guy blush. I do appreciate it, but to be honest, without our community, without the guys out there in the real world, none of this would be possible. So I want to reflect that back to you guys out there. Thank you guys so much. Go ahead and call this fight. We got some great action.
Yeah, we got a big shot there.
Toyooka, Riksta gets stunned by Toyooka there. Toyooka's already won the tournament, but can he close it out, really making a dominating performance?
He's got a crazy amount of power, huh, Preston? I mean, Toyooka's just, when he hits, man, it just kills a guy.
Yeah, I mean, this is the guy I picked to win this thing once we got to the finals here. I mean, he's just a beast. I've watched a bunch of his fights. I mean, brutal, brutal player.
And that's what happened in the tournament leading up to this, because, he lost early on, but then he came back and, we got in the alternate tournament, and he just went on a tear with knockouts.
Ranked number 3 all-time on the leaderboards, and now he is named.
Oh, a spinning back fist connection. He's not even trying to finish Riksta right now. He's kind of taunting him, just playing around.
Yeah, I think these guys at this point are just having fun, enjoying the last fight here of the live broadcast. I mean, this is it.
Great way to close it out with 2 great fighters. Toyooka named the champion in the Rise to Greatness tournament. He is the #1 player on the live broadcast of EA Sports MMA, closing it out with a very formidable opponent in Riksta.
Yeah, Riksta definitely gave it a good effort.
He won that first one by split decision. That was a little bit surprising, but he got the victory there. But since then, Toyooka's just come back and, he's found his groove. I mean, even on that last fight where it seemed like he was down early and Riksta was trying to take advantage, Toyooka was able to once again score a TKO win, and he just landed some bombs right here.
Man.
Riksta's down, and Toyooka's foot stomping him. Oh, man, that's not a way to go out, getting foot stomped.
Is that your favorite shot in the game, Preston? Because that's one of my favorites. Those foot stomps are brutal.
Yeah, absolutely. I like the actual kick itself. I like to back up first and kind of give it the oh,
the big soccer kick, man.
Exactly.
That is, especially if you time it just right to where the guy looks like he's starting to get up and you just knock his chin off.
Absolutely. It's a thing of beauty. The stomps I like because you can hit like 10 of them in a row.
Yeah, for me, it's all about that wind-up. It's kind of the step back, the weight, and then let it go.
Bam! Blast the guy.
Back and forth they go. As we said, Toyooka has won the tournament. It's about pride right now for Riksta. We'll see what he can pull off here.
I think all Toyooka's throwing is power shots. He's just like, you know what? If I stun the guy, if I blast him, that's great.
His celebration at his home has begun. He's already celebrating. He's just like hitting power shots at this point.
The champagne is flowing.
Absolutely. Pushes him off. Action-packed fight between these guys. All their matchups tonight, and these 5 matches between these 2 guys have been great. Really push the action and push the pace.
Man, Toyooka is really picking up the pace. This is the most active he's been in any of the fights.
Yeah, you can tell he's definitely feeling confident after the last couple wins. He's definitely putting it on him.
You see the stamina all the way down for Riksta here. He's in a very vulnerable position.
He could easily get that double under slam if he wants it, but it looks like he's just kind of playing with him a little bit.
He just wants to punish the man. I own you.
Toyooka all over him, just throwing those knees to the body right now.
Preston, with this being the last of the live broadcast, does that mean you get to actually catch up on some sleep?
Holy crap, yes.
Please, we do ask you, though, if you're in the community, continue to support the community, continue to play in the tournaments, continue to check out the different leagues. Check in with Stick, check in with Rupp, check in with King Satan, all those guys.
Everybody got some, you're in the chat room tonight. I mean, a lot of swag being given out by Preston.
Yeah, man. I mean, we had a lot of good people come through. Like I said, Frank Trigg came through and signed some stuff. We had some other MMA guys sign some stuff. Got the Middle Easy guys hooking us up with some stuff. I mean, definitely, man. It's been a group effort. We appreciate everybody. It's been an amazing, amazing year. We've had a lot of fun. We love that you guys have been so passionate. Definitely appreciate you guys coming out and hanging out.
I think this game's going to be one of those games that people have forever and they always play forever, you know. Sometimes you get a game and you get it and you play it and you're done with it. I think MMA is going to be one of those games that always comes out for the next decade, man.
The thing I've heard most talking with people is people think this is going to be the next Fire Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
If you guys are familiar with that, you know, it's an old school wrestling game that people just still absolutely love 10, 12 years later.
Oh, man, you get to blow fire in a guy's face. You can pull out an axe at one point.
Yeah, you can soccer kick a guy in this game. You can stop him in the head. Everything you ever wanted in a mixed martial arts game.
I always love that with Fire Pro. You go out in the crowd, next thing you know, I don't have a chair, I don't have a table, I got an axe in my hand.
That's what makes people passionate.
Yeah, like you said, definitely want to thank some of those leagues out there. Like I said, you guys keeping the game alive there. It was the UFF, OMMA.
All those guys.
Yeah,
good people
everybody over at MiddleEasy.com. with all the great work they've done in helping put together some of the fights, some of the tournaments, and even some of the promotion of the game and the tournaments that we did here online.
I'm trying to think of another one. EFC, I think it is. I mean, you guys change those acronyms so often, it's hard to keep track of it. But, I mean, you guys know who you are. I wish I could name every one of you guys. Like I said, there's a couple of you out there, but definitely appreciate you guys just hanging in there, putting these fights together, and, just being so passionate about the game.
All the different guys that we've talked about when it comes to, King Satan and Ruppdat and Stikstyle, all the great work that they've done in helping put together different fights and helping you putting together the tournament so we can have the live broadcast.
Yeah, absolutely. The community definitely owes those guys a round of applause. They did a lot of work behind the scenes that a lot of people didn't see, just helping put those fights together. It was definitely a huge help. And like I said, super appreciative just how passionate everybody has been for this game.
Yeah, Riksta just swinging for the fences there, just trying to get a one-shot knockout, it looked like. And Toyooka coming back.
Hurt again.
Uh-oh. And
there's the windup. I love it.
Got the windup.
Man, oh man, he connect with that.
That was a brutal soccer kick right to the dome.
Like, get up or I'll kick you in the face again.
You can definitely see, I think people are so passionate about this game, and you see it coming from the very beginnings with the designers, guys like Nick Lang and Victor Lugo, who are so passionate about the sport of mixed martial arts. I think you saw it come out in the game, and that's what made people so passionate about it that have it out there, and the guys in the community, they recognize that, and they recognize a true mixed martial arts game that was designed by true fans of the sport.
Guys are fans and guys that even train in the sport, guys that really understand it.
That's what I was going to talk about. That's the ridiculous thing is we aren't just a bunch of designers who know game design. There are guys who actually fight. Vic Lugo, who's a purple belt in jiu-jitsu.
Nick Lang, a lifelong martial artist, the man who loves the sport of martial arts, all different martial arts.
I think our technical director was like a brown belt in judo. And we just had a ton of like MMA experience on the project.
And Preston, you're even out there rolling now.
Training. Look out!
Riksta lands some big shots here.
Yeah, Riksta's not taking it easy like Toyooka was. I can tell you that. He wants that win. He wants to kind of get a little closer to that even mark.
Looking for some pride. Pride's on the line here for Riksta. He's on top of Toyooka now. He'd love nothing more than to pass that half guard, go to mount, and finish him off from the top. See if he can pull it off. Not working to advance his position right now, just happy to pick away at the body with punches and knees.
Yeah, I think Riksta knows this is definitely one of the more dangerous positions in the game. It's side control is a little more 50-50 from the top and bottom, but this one you kind of have a little more of an advantage on the top. So you can see him sit here kind of draining the stamina and the head health down.
You get that top position with that half guard. Randy Couture would like that. He wouldn't even pass the side control because he'd be happy to sit on that leg, weigh a guy down, and just pound away at his face.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Looked like Riksta was trying to stand up, and Toyooka just pulled him down and said, no. I want to pop you a few more times, and now I'm going to turn you over and put you on your back.
This is where Riksta ran into trouble before. Toyooka gets that side position. There he goes, right to side control. Is he going to go to mount again and finish this fight? Riksta looking to turn and get up, but he doesn't get it.
And there's the full mount.
Trouble ahead.
And you can see the stamina pretty low there for Riksta. A couple big shots, and this fight could be over.
Bad news for Riksta with Toyooka up here in this top position.
Just
getting that high mounts.
Hold this position and land some big shots.
He'll pick his shots and pick away at him.
Trying to finish him off with some ground and pound here. Trying to get those hammer fists in.
If you look on the other side, though, Toyooka, his torso health is down quite a bit there. This can actually be an opportunity for Riksta to flip this position if he's careful and patient.
It's all about timing on this, right, Preston?
Yeah, absolutely. Those stamina and head meters play a very important role. When you drain one, that opens up the windows even larger than before. So, like I said, if he could stay patient, he could have had it, but it looks like that opportunity has left him.
Couple shots, and this fight's going to be over. Look at the finish. There's a big left hand. This fight is done. Oh, that's just unacceptable after the bell's rung.
Yeah.
Little exclamation point on the victory there for Toyooka, Preston.
You're already up, man. Let's let it go.
And Toyooka just put an exclamation mark on the winning this best-of-5 series. He takes the 4th fight in a row via TKO. Dominating performance again for him in this tournament. In this series, he truly is the best of the best. VA MMA winning 4 of these 5 fights.
The winner!
Congratulations to Toyooka. There he is, our champion of this tournament. The rise to greatness.
Standing alone in the ring, just punishing Riksta.
Well, for once, Preston, congratulations, because you got a prediction right.
About time.
Usually when you pick a guy, he loses, right?
No more kiss of death for Preston.
What a way to finish it for you, Preston.
Very nice. Look at the numbers here. 44 more strikes land for Toyooka. And Riksta was very aggressive early on. Actually had Toyooka in trouble a couple of times, but once again, Toyooka stayed patient. He was actually throwing some bombs early on as well, going for a lot of power shots, and just outlasted him and able to get that full mount and take out Riksta one more time.
Nicely done by that Toyooka, taking out Riksta 4 fights in a row. He is the champion of the Rise to Greatness tournament. Great set of fights we had tonight, fellas.
Fantastic series that we had. Like we said, with Toyooka, he wins 4 of the 5 fights in the best of 5 series. He is the best of the best here at EA MMA. Earlier on, we also saw the great fight between Stikstyle and Rupp, with Stikstyle scoring the second round knockout. So that's going to do it for the live broadcast. Thanks again, Preston, for everything you've done.
And listen, thank you guys. You guys have been consummate professionals. Excellent. Been a pleasure working with you guys.
We had a great time. It was like we talked about before, dream job for me and Fritz. What a great opportunity that was given to us by EA. So we loved it, man. And you guys continue to support the game, continue to support the community, and just enjoy the game. It's a masterpiece.
Man, it's getting dusty in here. My eyes. Whew.
Yeah, I know. This has been one of the most fantastic experiences of my life, and I have all you guys at EA to thank. For the final time, for Dickerman and myself, Brian Fritz, thanks again for joining us here on the live broadcast of EA Sports MMA.
See you later, guys. Bye.
Hey guys, it's Nick Lang here. Really glad to have everybody here with us for the last year. Live broadcast has created a wonderful community, best one I've ever been part of. Good luck.
As we wrap up all the live broadcast here of EA MMA, Dickerman and myself would just like to thank everybody in the community for all your outstanding support, for everything you've done in helping make the live broadcast a bit.
Absolutely, guys. Lifeblood of this game, the guys here at EA, they put the game together. You guys made the game come to life, so thank you so much. We won't see you on the live broadcast, but we will see you in the community over at EASportsMMA.com.
There's a lot of guys who really have to thank Stick, Rupp, There's been so many different guys, so many great experiences now doing a live broadcast for a year, so many memorable moments, and everybody making the live broadcast what they've become. And we can't thank everybody enough. You said, all the different guys behind the scenes, like Preston and everybody else, Nick Lang, and everybody's been
Travis, can't forget T-Rex, man.
Absolutely not. Big Lugo. Everybody's been a part of the process. It's been one of the great experiences for me to be able to be a part of this. I'm very thankful and lucky to be a part of it, and I'm just glad that everybody enjoyed the broadcast. I hope everybody loved it. We love this video game. It's been the best MMA video game we've ever seen. We're glad that everybody got an opportunity to play it, take part of it, and be able to do the live broadcast as well.
Thanks, fellas.
Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Preston. I just want to say thank you guys so much for hanging out with us over the last year for the live broadcast. We really appreciate it. We had a ton of fun putting the show together, so hopefully you guys have had a blast performing and watching the show as well. Definitely one of the coolest things I've been a part of, and without you guys in the community going out and picking up a copy of the game, checking out the live broadcast feature, none of this would be possible, so thank you guys again for giving me the chance, checking the game out, and hanging out. You guys have been super passionate. It's been awesome hanging out with you guys, whether it be in the live chat, the forums, and the broadcast. It's been a lot of fun. We're definitely going to miss you guys. Definitely want to give a shout out to Ruppdat, and Stikstyle, our community fight promoters. Thanks so much for all the help behind the scenes and putting some fights together and helping out the forums. The community definitely owes you guys a round of applause. And again, I thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. Without further ado, I guess we're getting out of here. Again, appreciate everybody stopping by and hanging out with us. It's been a lot of fun. We're going to miss you. And until next time, I'll see you in the cage. Take care.